Hey guys, personal time. Yesterday the volume was a little funky, like it had like a little crackle in it, but sorry about that. Hopefully you endured it and it blessed your heart. Today, I just got to tell you, yesterday was one of those days where you step out and you constantly remind yourself that God is the one that basically called you to do this and got you into this, and that He's going to be the one that gets you to where you're supposed to go and fulfill all the stuff, fulfill all the dreams. Well, today I kind of want to continue along the same theme in light of yesterday and maybe in spite of yesterday, like in my heart. Like a lot of times when the devil tries to attack me, I try to reinforce the fact that God is God and truly in control. Well, today, I was reading and listening to a sermon by George Wood about on the passage of Mark, I think chapter 4, where Jesus tells his disciples that they are going to the other side of the lake. In fact, he says, let's go to the other side of the lake. And there are tons of stuff inside of that scripture that you can kind of unpack, like in life you're going to have storms, or in life you're going to, in life you're going to have to wake Jesus up or whatever. I'm just made that last one up. But really the gist of that passage is faith in the fact that God is the one that called you to do what you're going and supposed to do. A lot of us get in these situations and we start off very vibrant, very ready to go. And God calls us to do something and we launch out. And the fact is that the first storm that comes up usually it just challenges the fact of our vibrance and our passion. But we always have to remember that Jesus is the one that called us to go to the other side in the first place. He's the one that said it. He's the one that called you to your marriage. He's the one that called you to your occupation as far as you feeling called to that occupation. He's the one that called you into ministry. He's the one that placed those promises in your heart. He's the one that said, hey, Stephen, let's go to the other side. And we are the ones that said, okay, But just remembering that He's the one that knocked on our door and said, follow me, can oftentimes bring us great peace in that, in the middle of that. If we just recognize that God is the one that really did call us to do what we're launching out to do. At United, I really feel like God is calling us to reach a city, to make Jesus famous in our city. And not only just in our city, but like Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, and the uttermost parts of the earth. And so we launch out and we try to do Fall for Seneca, or we launch out and we do the water park days, or we launch out and we do Project Nicaragua. And all of these are faith builders for me. They're all let's go to the other side of the lake experiences, because none of them really, when you look at it, are humanly possible based on what we can do, or our leadership, or our ability, or what we can provide for ourselves. In fact, I was looking again yesterday, and it's going to cost $63,000 to go to Nicaragua. And I'm like, God, man. And the devil immediately rose up that storm, and I had to immediately go to my place, my spiritual place, and say, God, you're the one that said to do this, and so let's go, and that brought great peace to me. Same thing with Fall for Seneca. Those things they are not free, and so we have to rely on God to provide, not you, but God, maybe through you, but God providing. And in miraculous ways, I believe that God has the past and the future all in His hand, the present too. And so today I just want to remind you, God is the one that called you to go to the other side. God is the one that called United to go to the other side and make Jesus famous. God did it. And so we just rely on Him and His control and His power. And so I prayed for you this morning. I love you, and I want you to have the best day ever. Just keep moving, and remember that God is in the boat, and God called you to the other side. All right, I'll see you. Bye-bye.